So this is the next video. Currently today is Friday, so I don't know when this video is going to drop, but that's not important. I am currently on day 5 of retention, and the time now is 1:59, almost 2 p.m. I have not eaten anything all morning. The only thing that I did intake was a fluid, and that was hot water with a slice of lemon. That was the only thing that I did take, and I took that around 12 p.m. when I got out of bed, and I went to the toilet. Now I feel super free, super light. My stomach is flat and empty stomach, but I am not hungry. I feel amazing. My fever is really gone now. I still have those just a few symptoms that are still left, but I'm actually starting to feel really good. My energy is getting better and better, and I'm no longer having a congested nose or blockage. So all is getting good. Now I did finish my back testing session, and I did do an analysis, so we are waiting on a trading position, both of the instruments. But for today, rather for this week, it looks like we're only going to take this US30 long position, and the other one, it doesn't look like we're gonna be triggered anytime this week, so that might just fall for next week, but it is what it is. I just recently, right now, I just stepped in my bed, bro. I literally went from my desk, my trading desk, my work desk, and I just came into bed, and I was really stimulated, in my head. I was really stimulated, bro, and not in the bad way, like the quick dopamine that I get from watching videos, content, just binge watching shit. Nah, I literally just finished, as I've said, back testing and finding a trading opportunity for the day. So that on its own was enough to stimulate me and get me into a stimulated mind state. And I wasn't conscious. That's the thing. Like, as soon as you get stimulated, your conscious awareness wears off. Like, when I say conscious awareness, I'm talking about you being aware that this is how you are feeling right now, this is how your body feels, this is how your mind feels, these are the thoughts you are having, basically getting into that present state of I am, the all-seeing awareness, the all-seeing eye within our mind, basically. So I wasn't really conscious, and I realized this because or rather I realized that I wasn't conscious. I stepped on my bed, I laid on my back, and I was trying to go to YouTube, and there's a video Rin posted, so I was getting ready to go and watch that video. But for some reason YouTube was having some minor issues for whatever reason, and so I just decided to restart my phone. So as I'm restarting my phone, I just close my eyes and I just focus on my breath, and I just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. But all of this I'm doing it with my nose, right? And I'm just focusing on my breath, and that's when it hit me. I now gain my consciousness. I now start becoming conscious that, damn, my mind is actually stimulated right now. And as I'm stimulated, I'm just doing things. It's as if I'm doing things on autopilot, because I'm not consciously thinking of these things that I'm doing at this point. I know that I do have the intention to watch the video that was posted by Rin. That is definitely my intention, but at the same time I lack the conscious awareness of what I'm doing. It's as if it's the desire of me wanting that is just doing what it is. I'm no longer conscious because my mind is just stimulated. My conscious awareness is no longer there. Like, my awareness is just in the stimulation itself. And the more as I'm just breathing in, breathing out, the more my stimulation, or rather the mind, is getting lesser and lesser, elevated, or rather I'm rising and rising in consciousness, and I'm becoming more conscious again of this is how my mind is actually feeling. This is what I'm actually thinking about. And the more as I become conscious of what I'm actually thinking about, what my mental environment is actually like, and what is actually happening inside my own head, and that's when I get the thought that, damn, I wasn't conscious. And while I wasn't conscious, I was still acting normal, like I was still doing the things that I do, watch videos, like everything else is pretty normal, but I was in a completely different state of mind. I was literally unconscious, or rather I was less conscious of the things that I was doing, and now I am more conscious. And it hit me because now when I am conscious, being able to know what is happening, like being aware of what are the thoughts that you are actually entertaining within your mind, it feels like when I am conscious of my own mental environment, it is a lot easier to detach from my thoughts, because you get to see, okay, I am not actively thinking about these things, they are just coming on their own, right? But when you are less conscious, less aware of what exactly is happening in your mental environment, right, it's easier, it's actually kind of impossible not to identify with those thoughts. It's as if the moment you drop in consciousness, when you become less aware, it's as if every thought that comes into your mind, you identify with that thought. You immediately think, oh, this is what I am thinking. This, let's say you get a thought of, I'll make a very extreme example. You get a thought of a porn star that you used to watch when you were consistently beating your meat, right? But now you are less conscious. Let's say you are in a state where you are not even aware that you are just the observer. You are above your thoughts, basically. You are the observer above your thoughts. You are literally less, let's say in this state that you are in, you are less conscious. Let's say you are more stimulated by watching something or doing something, whatever it is. It could be something good like reading a book, or it could be something like watching content. You still get stimulated because of the law of causality, cause and effect, right? But let's say you are less conscious. You haven't taken the time to just breathe in, breathe out, and just raise your consciousness. So you are less conscious, and you get a thought, and this thought is an image of a porn star with a big booty, it's a big booty Latina with big tits, BBL booty, and you are seeing all of this imagery. I see that it is so easy, almost impossible not to identify with those thoughts. Like, it is so natural for you to literally be like, oh shit, I'm getting attacked by the lustful thoughts. My mind, literally, do you see the language? You begin to say to yourself, oh, I'm thinking about porn stars. Oh, my mind is thinking about, these women. Oh, this and that. But it's always centered within your identity. It's as if the moment you are less conscious of your own awareness, of your own conscious mind, the moment you become less conscious that you are actually above your conscious mind, like the thoughts come to you instead of through you, you begin to identify with these thoughts. And the moment you do identify and think to yourself, Oh, I'm thinking about porn stars. Oh, I don't want to think about this girl. Oh no, why am I thinking about this girl? Now you start to get these emotions to stir up, because now you get what you resist. That's the first thing, because you don't want to relapse. So the first thing is resistance. But then that's the thing, you are feeding it, because resistance is a negative emotion. You are literally feeding the lower nature at this point, because you are giving it the exact emotion it wants. You resist. The more you resist, the more your heartbeat gets up, the blood starts boiling. Now things are getting more intense. Now your mind is getting stimulated, because you are now giving it the necessary emotional intensity, the emotional energy it needs to actually give you more of what you are basically getting, because now you are in this stage where you are getting stimulated, or rather provoked, by certain thoughts that are stirring up certain emotions within the body. And therefore the body, what does it do? It magnifies that state that you're currently in, because it sees that definitely these thoughts are doing something to you. So if they're doing something to you and you are responding in this way, then that must mean you want to be in this thing. You want to be in this state, so let me give you more. Then the brain starts flooding more and more of the same thoughts, same specific thoughts. Now you start thinking, damn, am I gonna relapse? I don't wanna relapse. Oh fuck, I didn't wanna relapse. I'm still on day 7, still on day 12. Oh shit. Now you're going through this, and then it just gets more and more intense, to the point where you literally feel now your energy, your sexual energy, risen up, because you have impressed the idea for so long, and you have forgotten that you are actually powerful. You are actually above and beyond your mind, that these thoughts are not coming from you at all. They are literally being projected from your aura, because you still have this lustful energy within your aura. You haven't purged this thing. You still have this aspect of yourself, which is your lower nature, that is addicted to fucking lust and releasing. So it is just a projection of an old frequency that you are trying to run away from by resisting those thoughts, instead of just realizing that you are the conscious awareness above these thoughts. You are the all-seeing observer, that these thoughts are coming and flowing just like clouds in the sky. You are the sun standing up above everything, giving light to everything. And the clouds, they come and they go, and sometimes you get rainy storms, really thunderous storms, where you see clouds that are so intense, emotions that are so intense, they are roaring like thunder, moving the oceans, doing all of these things. But then comes again the sun the next day. He still shines, whether you relapsed, whether you held, whether you sticked, and whether you stayed strong and decided that you are actually going to survive. You are actually going to be like the eagle and face the storm head on, because you know that at the end of the storm we have the sunlight, the sunshine again. We have the light. We have the all-seeing eye, the observer, back on his rightful throne again and again. And it is the same cycle. But the thing is, we constantly fall short, because we don't recognize our power. We think the moment we fall from that awareness of being conscious that we are the sun, we are literally above these thoughts. The moment we fall in consciousness, the moment we stop seeing ourselves in that conscious state, in our mind state, where we see everything that is just happening, and we see that we are beyond it, we are actually above it. It is an experience that we, the observer, are getting this experience. The moment we drop from that state of I am, that presence of I am what I am, the moment we drop from there, that's the point where we start to identify with these emotions. And fortunately, whether it's positive emotions or negative emotions, we are still beyond and above them. and that's the truth. Whether you like it or don't, whether you accept it or don't, it is the truth. Seek ye the truth and the kingdom of God, and everything else will be added unto you. For the truth shall set you free. Otherwise, that's just what I wanted to tell you. That's just what I wanted to give for today's video, for today's beautiful diary entry, whatever you're trying to call this. Yeah, and that's that, man. It's getting very loud. I'm gonna end this video right here. When I catch y'all on the next one, cheers.